9. Verse 8.
Which page?
503. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta param matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samanvita. Translation: I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise, who know this perfectly, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, and who knows how to apply these teachings, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds, and because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firm and fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda it is said, Yo Brahmanam vidadhati purvam yuvai vedamscha gapayati sma Krishna. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again it is said, Ata Purusho Havai Narayano Kamayata Praja Srijaya Iti Upakramya. Then the Supreme Personality, Narayan, desired to create living entities. Again it is said, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate, Narayanat Indra Jayate, Narayanat Ashtav Vasavo Jayate, Narayana Dekadasha Rudra Jayante, Narayana Dvadasha Ditaya. From Narayana Brahma is born, and from Narayana the patriarchs are also born. From Narayana Indra is born, from Narayana the 8 Vasus are born, from Narayana the 11 Rudras are born, from Narayana the 12 Adityas are born. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putra, the son of Devaki, Krishna, is the Supreme Personality. Then it is said, Eko vai Narayana asin, na Brahma na Ishano, na po nagni samau neme, dvyava prithivi, na nakshatrani, na surya, na ekaki, na ramate tasya dhyananta, sthasya yatra chandghai, Yamanashtakadi samgyaka stutistama stutumam uchyate. In the beginning of the creation there was only the Supreme Personality, Narayan. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no fire, no moon, no stars in the sky, no sun. There was only Krishna who creates all and enjoys all. In the many Puranas it is said that Lord Shiva was born from the highest, the Supreme Lord Krishna. And the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha rudram chapi aham evastrijami vaitau himam na vijanito mama maya vimohitao. The patriarchs, Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. In Varaha Purana it is also said, Narayana paro devas tasmaj jatas chaturmukha tasmad rudro bhavad deva sacha sarvagyata data. Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says that because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master and from Vedic literature, who engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness, becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shlaka Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I offer my humble obeisances unto my spiritual master, His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who opened my darkened eyes with a torchlight of transcendental knowledge. So, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Krishna says, I am the source of everything, of all spiritual and material worlds. There has to be a cause, there has to be a source. Just like so many times people say, if we ask them, you know what is God? Have you heard of God? Yes, I believe in God. And I believe in soul, and I believe in God, and love, and everything. So, what is God? What would you say? God is energy. God is the energy. God is light. God is energy. Love is energy. Love is light. All these energy, light concepts. Yes. But we know that there is no energy without the source. There is no light without the source of light. So people are looking for that source. Everyone is looking for Krishna. George Harrison also wrote in his foreword to Krishna book. Everyone is looking for Krishna. What is Krishna? What does it mean, Krishna? Krishna means all beauty, all fame, all knowledge, all strength, all wealth, and all renunciation. Everyone wants to be beautiful. Everyone wants to have someone beautiful besides him. Everyone wants to have something beautiful to enjoy. Everyone wants to be wise. Everyone wants to have some wise, or someone who he considers to be wise with him. Some wisdom, nice knowledge. Everyone wants to have some wealth. That wealth may be of many forms. Again, it can be also our perception, what we perceive as wealth. Someone may say that wealth means to have a lot of money. Someone says that wealth means to be, I don't know, to be satisfied in some small cottage. But that is, everything is wealth. What I can enjoy, to be wealthy. Everyone wants to be wealthy. Wealth is attractive. Nature's wealth, nature's beauty. Nice big river full of water, full of fish. Nice meadow full of flowers, many flowers. Nice forests, big trees, huge trees. Big rocks, big, you know, these nature's manifestations. That is also wealth. That is attractive to everyone. So everyone is looking for that. Everyone is looking for fame. Everyone wants to be known. No one wants others to forget him. It is said that man lives as long as people remember him. When people forget him, he is dead. Even he may be alive in the body. But when no one remembers him, he's like that, you know. So that is fame. When you're famous, you are known. People know you. Oh, Jason. Oh, yes, I know Jason. Yes, I know Annie. Oh, yes, she's so nice, you know. And they start to talk about any of us, anyone. That is fame. You appear somewhere, everyone is like, oh, hi, Puruji Prabhu, oh, welcome, Hare Krishna. Hey, Ramachandra is coming, Jai, Haribo. Anyway, everyone is very happy. The opposite is, when one is infamous, he appears somewhere, and everyone was like, oh my God, Makhancora nonsense. That is infamous. No one wants to be in the company of that person, and people don't talk about it. So, everyone wants to be famous. Everyone wants to be also be able to renounce. When we can renounce things, then life is very easy. If you're not able to renounce, then there is trouble. That means we are hooked up on some possessions, some relationships, etc., etc., on our own mental concoctions. So, all these nice qualities are attractive to us. Everyone is looking for them, and that is Krishna. So where from everything is coming? What is the source? Krishna is the source. How do we know? We're hearing from the authorized source. So people are looking for Krishna, but not always they are serious. Not always they are serious. And they get swayed by all kinds of misinterpretations of this original Vedic knowledge. Just like you go to Rainbow, right? So I always used to go there, and people are very much fond of this Indian culture. When there is a food circle, right? Everyone holds hands and everyone goes like Om. Everyone says Om, you know, together, like 1,000 people, 2,000 people go Om. Very powerful vibration, you know. Everyone is oming and everyone is like, you know, Bom Shankar, and everyone is into Shiva, Ganesh, this, that, you know, all these demigods. Everyone calls himself Guru, Pavitra, or I don't know, all the people give themselves these Sanskrit names.
Ramachandra.
Yeah, they call themselves like this. Take so many things out of these Vedas. But if you appear there in a dhoti, Hare Krishna, and someone is pleased, but some are like, what is this? You know, some cult. Don't bring this little cult here. Don't bring this little cult here. We are spiritual. We are not religious. That's what one brother told me once from Germany. You know, we are not religious. We are spiritual. So I asked him, so what is that spiritual? You accept you are not this body? There is a soul? Yes. This is our philosophy. So what's the problem? Then he went into this Mayavad and this and that. So I had a little discussion with him. So yeah, so this, you know, this is the thing. You want to take advantage of Vedas? Very nice. But study them properly. Study properly. Ganesh is not the source. Shiva is not the source. Brahma is not the source. Durga is not the source. They are all offsprings. They are all generated from Krishna. Krishna is the source of them. Here Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava. I am the source of everything. I am the cause. Lord Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govindam Sarvakarana Karana. He is the source, cause of all causes. Krishna, Ishvara Parama, the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Shiva tells Parvati in one of the Puranas. Parvati asks, what is the highest? What is the highest activity? So Shiva immediately says, the highest is to worship Vishnu. But even higher than the highest is to worship the devotee of Vishnu. Shiva says, Krishna is the highest. Brahma says, Krishna is the highest. Vyasadeva, who was dictating Mahabharata to Ganesh. Ganesha was writing. Ganesh wrote down Mahabharata. Vyasadeva was dictating and Ganesh was writing down with his trunk, right? No one is able to write down 100,000 verses. So Vyasadeva approached Ganesh. Ganesha ji, you kindly write down Mahabharata. You'd be able. And Ganesh says, yes, but you cannot interrupt your dictating. So this is the pastime. So Ganesh wrote down Mahabharata. And he knows also very well, Ganesh is the son of Shiva. So he's not the source, he's produced. So people get misguided. All kinds of nonsense. Fools come, take advantage of the Bhagavad Gita, take advantage of the Vedas, and present their own concoctions. So no, if you want to understand what is the source, what is the root of the tree of existence, everything is connected. There is nothing outside of this wonderful tree of existence. And the root of the tree from which everything is emanating, that is Krishna. That is said in the Vedic literature everywhere. In the Upanishads, in the Puranas, in the Gita, in the Mahabharata. Srimad Bhagavatam is simply exposition on Krishna. There is Vedanta Sutra, the most elevated, the highest philosophical treatise that human civilization has ever conceived. Vedanta Sutra. That is the summary of the four Vedas, Rig, Sama, Yajur, Atharva. And the commentary on Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva was not satisfied after explaining Vedanta Sutra. The highest philosophy he explained, but he was not satisfied. So then he got instruction from Narada Muni, his Guru Maharaj. You explain Krishna, you rascal. You have misled all these people by this flowery language of the Vedas. All this knowledge is there. How to make atomic bomb, how to travel to other planets, how to develop mystic powers, how to do this, how to do that, how to breathe nicely so you can live for 1,000 years. You have explained all that, very good. But you have omitted the root Krishna. So you explain this. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So one may accept or not accept. Someone may now challenge. So how do you know this Krishna is the source? I don't believe that. That's alright. You may believe whatever you want, my friends. It's okay. You have free will. You may accept or not accept. But if you want to know the source, you cannot speculate. You were not there when all this was going on. You don't know even what's going on behind your back. So what do you know? What do you want to know? What is the source of everything? So you have to hear. Now whom you're gonna hear, that you should apply your intelligence and choose the right authority. So if we come to the Vedic understanding, because if you want to discuss the subject matter, there has to be some standard, some common ground, some common understanding. Just like we had one friend here, and he had his opinion that Krishna is not the supreme actually, that there is something beyond Krishna, and we were saying, and we are still saying, and we will say, that Krishna is the supreme. So then, you know, we can argue forever with anyone and everyone. But if you want to discuss, first of all, do you accept the Vedic version? No? Okay, we don't have to waste our time. If yes, then you should know, my friend, that the Vedas say that Krishna is the source. Now you can study that, how Krishna is the supreme. But don't be misled. All kinds of gurus, yogis, this, that. There is this rascal, I probably remember his name, but no need to mention it. He's like a bald-headed guy with some hair and big beard, you know, very popular. The bigger beard you have, the bigger guru you are. That's the thing. You see, you just grow a big beard, go on Skype, put yourself some name like Bhagavan or something like that, and yes, people will follow because they like it very much. So he says that I will give you Diksha through Skype, and then you can give Diksha to your dog, to your aunt. You can give Diksha to a tree. Diksha is the process. Well, what he understands by Diksha, that is the question. We know what is Diksha. Prabhupada explained. Divya Jnanam Chapayati iti Diksha. Divya Jnanam Chapayati iti Diksha. Diksha is transmission of transcendental knowledge. Diksha is a process by which the transcendental knowledge coming from Krishna, Brahma, Narada, Vyasa, Madhvacharya, etc., the disciplic succession, Lord Chaitanya, the Goswamis, etc., etc., Shabbat Vinod Thakur, Shabbat Kishodas Babaji, Shabbat Sinanta Saraswati, Shabbat Prabhupada, that knowledge comes to us. So there is a transmission of Diksha, that it's a process, it's a science. The spiritual master has to have a qualification, and the disciple has to be qualified also to receive Diksha. That's why we follow these four regulative principles. We are ordered by our spiritual master. If you want to understand what is Krishna, you have to follow at least these basic rules. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, and chant at least 16 rounds on the Japamala of Hare Krishna mantra. And when you start to follow that, then other things come. Worshipping the deity, you know, taking only prasadam, preaching ultimately also is there. If you start to feel that, if you're receiving Diksha, if your heart is opening up to the transcendental knowledge of the soul and super soul and their relationship, who is God, who am I, what is this material nature, what is the spiritual nature, and all this wonderful knowledge, if this river of nectar starts to flow into your ears and into your hearts, you become happy, satisfied, no anxiety immediately, because you're a human being, not a selfish bastard. You want to share that knowledge. So immediately preaching comes. Whatever you have heard nice from your spiritual master, you try to push, try to enlighten people. My friend, you are not this body. This body will die, but you don't die. Please, you know, try to understand. Chant Hare Krishna, like that. Then people come, you know, we describe, we try to explain whatever we have heard from Srila Prabhupada. We try to distribute prasad, etc. So, that is Diksha. Not that you sit on Skype with some nonsense, touch the screen, you know, electrified, so-called, and you have a Diksha, and then you can, you know, give a Diksha to your dog and your girlfriend, and, you know, spread Diksha all kinds of nonsense, and send him 10 euros from your accounts. That is not Diksha, that is not spiritual life, that is nonsense. So people are very much fond of this Vedic culture, but the problem is, again, no one wants to surrender. We want to exploit, we want to be different, ultimately gratify the senses. You know, I pick this, I pick that, this, like that, whatever I like, but no intoxication that I don't like. It's fanaticism. No illicit sex? Come on, man, it's like love, right? You should enjoy love freely. So yes, if you enjoy freely, then you discharge semina into the womb of the Mataji and you take care of the child. You procreate, you have children, and you have a family, and raise the children nicely so they are nice gentlemen and ladies, understanding the value of life, not like an animal. Why do you restrict your sense enjoyment by condoms, by pills, by this nonsense? You are actually denying the pleasure. We are enjoying the pleasure fully. If I want to enjoy sex, I'm going to enjoy sex fully, with everything. But if I don't feel like that, I'm not going to enjoy. I'm not going to impose some trouble on some other living entity by exploiting for my own sense gratification. So people don't like to hear this because it's an expose of actually what kind of rascals we are. So taking advantage of the Vedic knowledge is very nice, but we should also go deeper and understand who is behind this. We are chanting Om, Om. What is that Om? Krishna says, I am Om. Om is I am. Om, that is me. Once someone told me that Krishna is Om. I said, no, my friend, Om is Krishna. Krishna is Om. No. Om also has a source, right? The sound Om, when I say Om, now it was there. Why? Because I have uttered. But I can also be silent, and then there is no Om. Om is there when I say Om. So Om is sounding perpetually, sound of creation, transcendental sound. Omkara is the impersonal representation of Krishna also. So Srila Prabhupada very nicely explains, those who are afraid, reluctant to utter the name of Krishna, they are very fond of Om. But if you tell them Om is Krishna, they're like, sour face. Because they want to deny personality, they want to, they are fed up with their own personality, with other personalities, with the interactions, with trying to enjoy, squeeze the body. Actually, the impersonalists, this Om, everyone, that is materialistic. They're all materialists. Everyone trying to squeeze the body. Yes, we're very spiritual. But what is your spiritual life? Smoking ganja, hunting boys, girls for sex, eating everything and anything, like just let me enjoy. What is there? When I had a temple at Rainbow, also people were coming, what's that, What can I enjoy? Tea here, ganja here, food there, Mataji here, this, that. Simply running around trying to squeeze the body. That is not spiritual. Spiritual life means devotional service to Krishna. That is spiritual life. The platform of the soul. I am not this body, I am spirit soul. Now what is the activity of that spirit soul? Soul is active. Consciousness is always active. Mind is always active. Senses are always active, always pushing us here, there. Body is also always active. We cannot be like this for hours and hours, for days and weeks and years. Yes, there are yogis, they are able, but we are not able. We have to have some activity, some enjoyment, some stimulus. That is all coming from the soul, from the consciousness. This body is just that matter. It is animated because consciousness is there. Yeah? When the consciousness leaves the body, immediately finished, falls down on the ground. You can kick on the face, no protest, nothing. So it is the consciousness, the spirit soul. Now what is the activity of the soul? Do you know? No, you don't know. How do I know that you don't know? Because you act on the body platform. That means you don't know. So you have to hear, you have to study. First of all, understand scientifically that I am not this body. The body is always changing. I remain the same personality. etc. Purify your consciousness by chanting Hare Krishna. There is the first hearing, okay, and then chanting, and it goes hand in hand. Chanting purifies the consciousness. There is also service, and when consciousness purifies, I become to understand more and more clearly what is the soul. I engage more and more with more enthusiasm, with more taste into the service of Krishna. That is spiritual life. Of course, we are not on the platform of pure devotional service, so here and there, for sure, some material contamination is there, material activities are also there, sense enjoyment, material sense enjoyment is also there. But it's gradual process. That is Diksha, gradual process. Diksha is not a ceremony. Diksha is not a one-time experience. Diksha doesn't mean that I throw a banana in the fire and now I have a Diksha. I have received transcendental knowledge. We have seen this in our movement. Prabhupada made many initiation ceremonies and was giving Diksha to everyone, but not everyone was able to receive the Diksha. So many devotees are not there anymore, not practicing. They went back to Maya. That's okay. They will take up again. But what I want to say is that it's not cheap. Spiritual life is not cheap. That I paint my face with ash and sit down naked somewhere so everyone can see me and do some nonsense. And I'm very spiritual and do Om. Om is spiritual, but you should understand that it's not all in all. There is personality. That is the highest. Bhagavan, Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. I am the source of everything. Mata Parataram Nanya Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. My dear Dhananjaya, Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Sutramani Ganaiva. Everything rests on me, as pearls are strung on a thread. Just like leaves are on a tree, the branches are part and parcel of the complete tree. The tree holds, keeps together. Everything is connected. So there is this one root, that source, the seed. Actually, the seed. Krishna says, I am the seed. Aham bija pradapita. I am the seed of all existence. I am the seed-giving father of everyone. Throughout the whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is establishing this, that I am the source. I am the seed-giving father. I am the energetic. Everything is my energy. Maya dakshina prakriti. Surate sacharacharam. Hetunana kaunteya. Jagat viparivartate. Everything moving and non-moving in this manifestation is coming from me, and it is controlled by material energy. What is the material energy, material nature? You have to grow old, you have to die, you have to pass through, you have to eat, you have to breathe, you have to have sun. If there is no sun, you are finished, etc., etc. We are simply under control of material energy. What is the material energy? Maya dakshina prakriti. It is my energy, Krishna says. My Maya. Mama Maya duratyaya. Very difficult to overcome. You cannot overcome material nature, you rascal. You try to develop science, industry, this, that, all kinds of gadgets. Why? To curb down material nature. No, you will be curbed down by material nature. Material nature will kick on your face. You will die. You will die like an animal. So before that takes place, we should try to understand. No, I am not the master of material nature. I am not even the master of my own body. If the stool is coming out, you feel the pressure, the urge. Can you say, no, I will not pass stool? Yes, you can say like that, like a fool. But then it will not be very nice. In a few hours, it will not be very nice. So you are forced to go. Put down your pants and do the needful. You are forced. You cannot resist. That's a very trivial example, but just see. Even you cannot control even your own intestines. So what kind of God are you? What kind of God are you? You are not God. Krishna is God. So, first of all, try to understand your position. We should try to understand our position by submissive hearing. Give up that pride. Try to hear submissively. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I ask these people on the street. When were you born? Oh, 30th of February 19 something something. So how do you know? And they're like, what? How do you know? Well, my mom told me. That's okay, but how do you know? I don't know. You don't even know where you were born. So what kind of God are you? Your mom told you, yes, it is written somewhere in the paper. So yes, you accept the authority. That's why you can say, may be true, may not be true. You don't know. You don't even know this thing when we were born. So what do you know about God? So just as you have to hear from your mother, who is your father, when you were born, this, that, so you should also, if you want to know about the ultimate, the absolute truth, these are all relative truths, but there is absolute truth. Relative has no meaning without absolute. So absolute truth is there, the knowledge is there, the source of knowledge is there. You try to pick it up, make an experiment here, chant this Hare Krishna mantra. This chanting, that will help to assimilate this wonderful philosophy. When we understand, we can start to act on the platform of the soul, and in this way purify the consciousness, purify the bodily designations, the bodily concept of life, and ultimately the aim is to always think of Krishna, that source, and never forget him. That is the whole purpose of Krishna consciousness. To always remember Krishna and never forget him. You see a flower, remember Krishna. You see the sun, remember Krishna. You see someone else, remember Krishna. And never forget him. And when we are able to remember Krishna at the time of death, just as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Vapi Smaram Bhavam Kalevaram, at the end of life, at the time of death, when we are able to remember Krishna, then our life is successful, then we go back home, back to God. The mental condition at the time of death is the summary of the mentality we were cultivating during our lifetime. So if we contemplate nonsense, then we have to take a nonsense body next life. If we contemplate Krishna, service, his devotees, his form, his pastimes, his words, his philosophy, everything connected with Krishna, that is bhakti, if we are able to remember any of these at the time of death, then we break on through to the other side, to the spiritual world. So we can live there eternally in full knowledge and blissfulness. So are there any questions? Before even you were trying to ask something and I... No. Okay, anything on this? Or what's up? Anyone?
I was just reading something. Some devotee was saying this in a temple. So was preaching to some guest, and just like you see here in the temple, like the pictures and all the temples, they look similar. That you ask him, you like this picture? You like this decoration? You like this? Yeah, I like this. So yeah, that's very nice, but someone had to do it. Before you can enjoy it, someone had to paint the picture. So there's always a person. Yeah. There's always a person behind it, behind that design. Yeah. And if I simply take it, oh, it's nice for my enjoyment, but I never appreciate the person, then I cannot have full knowledge about that particular thing. Yeah. So our senses, if we try to simply enjoy this world, that is the impediment for developing knowledge about Krishna. So that's why we have to restrain the senses in order to understand Krishna. And Krishna will manifest. We will be able to see Krishna everywhere, even in a petal.
Actually, not even restrain, but redirect.
Yeah.
Redirect. The senses are always pushing, always active, right? They want the objects.
Yeah.
The form, eyes want form, ears want sound, nose wants smell, tongue wants tastes, hands want, the body wants touch. So in Krishna consciousness, we simply engage the senses in the service. We see Krishna. Or just as Krishna says, Rasoham apsukantaya, prabhasmi shashishureo, just like I was saying. Krishna is saying, I am the taste of water, I am the light of sun and moon, I am the fragrance of the earth. I am the intelligence of the intelligent. I am the strength of the strong. I am this, I am that. So we can actually, if we know this, if we hear from Krishna, Krishna gives us a very nice hint. How can you perceive me everywhere? So just like Prabhu said, in the pedal, in the rose pedal, there is one picture here on the back of the Krishna book. How Prabhupada is looking on this little flower. Here, this is the difference. How Prabhupada is, you see how he's looking at the flower? We can showcase it up. Just see how Prabhupada is enjoying. But he's not enjoying like that. Ah, what a nice flower. Prabhupada is enjoying Krishna. He sees, oh, my master Krishna is so wonderful. He created this wonderful flower. He sees Krishna there. We can appreciate some form, some color, smell it like this. But if one is a devotee, immediately he remembers Krishna. Here, my Krishna, how he nicely made it, how he nicely how Krishna is engineered. He makes a seed. Earth is one, right? The earth is one soil. You take one big pot, fill it up with soil, and then you put in different seeds. Rose seed, this marigold, then you put something else, this, that, you put many different seeds. And these plants, they start to grow, and then the flowers come. So every flower smells differently. And Krishna says, I am fragrance. So what is the seed? A seed is a tiny machine which is able to, by the influence of the sun and water, you just need to put water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. And this small machine will extract a particular fragrance from the earth. Now where is that rascal, that scientist? You designed such a machine. Big brain, you have big brain, big laboratory. Now you manufacture one tiny small seed that will extract the fragrance from the earth. You have made one? Oh, very nice. Now make another one which will extract another fragrance. Unlimited numbers of fragrances are there in the soil. You get them out, Mr. Genius.
Yeah, another example.
That is Krishna.
Another example is that the cow.
Yeah.
That you give a grass.
Dry grass,
and the cow will produce milk. So I give you now dry grass and make milk. It's the scientist. Now it is Chinta, Shakti, how it acts.
Where is that machine that you put dry grass in and milk comes out? So this is Krishna. This is the scientist. This is the real science. Make milk out of dry grass. Any other? Nantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Bhagavate Purushottamaya Bodhare, Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Savadin Ramade, Namo Saraswati Purnami Vrajali Nandini Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Guru Hari Hari.